I need an adventure.
So for the next 5 days, I'll be taking the cheapest flight that day and jetting off to see what that country has to offer. Because, to be honest,
I've got a bit too comfortable lately.
I need to test myself again, and nothing makes me more uncomfortable than the unknown. Right, okay, it's day 3 of 5 of my little adventure where I'm taking the cheapest flight every single day for 5 days to go on a little adventure across what is looking like Europe at the moment. We're in Lyon right now, we're flying to Venice today. I've got to make sure I don't miss this flight. I'm here a lot later than I wanted to be, so we are struggling for time. Let's get going. We're flying with a company called Voloti, which sounds like a planet from Star Wars or something. I've never flown with them before. Hopefully it's going to be alright. As long as the plane's got wings, we should be alright. Okay, so we're through security, which is the most important thing. They've got good technology here actually, which means you don't have to take anything out your bag, which is quite handy. So I don't have to take your liquids out or anything. Just need to know what gate I'm at, go to the toilet, and then we're off to Venice. Turns out we've actually got loads of time. We've got about 30, 40 minutes. We're doing alright. So I got myself a little Burger King. I'm not sure I asked for chips and onions and cheese and stuff, but I got it. Little water, very little water, Oompa Loompa water, and a burger, and a fork to eat it with. I'm going to have to use my hands, aren't I? It's fun. Very cheesy. It's not something I'd ever pick myself, but it tastes fun. For €14, that's not too bad, with some chips and a drink. Now this flight to Venice that I'm getting on, it only cost me £41, which is one of the cheaper ones, if not the cheapest I think that we've had so far. So, not too bad. Just waiting now to see where I end up gate-wise in 10 minutes. So it's all worked out. Lovely. We've got the gate number, let's get on the plane, let's get to Venice. Okay, just landed in Venice, and we are now about to get a boat to Venice, to the centre of Venice, I think. Got myself a ticket, just going to follow the signs. I don't really know where I'm going or what's happening right now. It's exciting though. I don't even know where this boat's going. I'm just assuming it's going towards Venice, so gonna get on it and find out, I guess. I guess that's where I'm going then, that big sign. I mean, it's pretty cool to have a boat take you from the airport to the place. You won't find that in many different airports around the world. A boat that takes you to the centre. Yes, okay, taxis, buses, but a boat. You can hire a private boat, considered it. Then I saw it was €150 and I thought, nah. Had it have been 40 or 50, maybe even 60, I might have gone, do you know what, treat myself, but no. We're getting a boat, we're sharing a boat. It's fine, it's a boat at the end of the day. Just gotta share it with other people, that's fine. Although I am slightly worried that there's very few people going in this direction, and there was a fair few people just waiting in the airport for some reason. Maybe they got a plane to catch, I don't know. Also some positive news, I'm not going to be in a hostel tonight. I've treated myself after a bad night's sleep last night and saving money last night. We are going to push the boat out a little bit, pardon the pun, and we are going to stay in a proper hotel, a nice hotel by the looks of it as well. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see when we get there what it's actually like. Probably won't be as good as it looks. Oh wow, we have just come straight from the airport, down an elevator, escalator should I say, and we are right next to the water. Look how bright that is. It's so weird that we've come out to the water from the airport there. Now I've got to work out where the hell we're going. This looks like us. Right, we're finally here on Venice, on the island of Venice or whatever it is. I don't know, it's an island, I've no clue. Decided to get off on one of the earlier stops, earlier than I expected. It was going at a snail's pace. Honestly, I could have swam from the airport quicker, to be honest. But look at this for a view. Just look! That's not even Venice! I can tell already I'm going to like this place. Look at this. There's going to be a lot of that, I think, here. We're heading to the most narrow street in Venice. This is not it, believe it or not. This is very narrow as it is. Well, we're going to even more narrow than this. Look at all the plants and everything. Ah, it's lovely, isn't it? This is proper culture. You would not get this in Lanzarote. I think this might be it just down here. Yes, we've found it. This is it. The most narrow alleyway in all of Venice. Oh, this is really, really tight. This is very, very tight. I wouldn't be able to give you a guess as to what kind of distance it is, but it's tight. Oh my word. No way. No. Look at that water. How far dare I step down it? Watch me falling. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at that. Wow. That is incredible. I'm not really watching what I'm filming, to be completely honest with you. I'm too busy looking at myself. Fair play, Venice. I tell you now, this is so tight. I mean, You would not be able to fit Ellis Platten and his ego down here. No chance. Wouldn't fit. I mean, that is the length of me here. It's not bad for a first tourist attraction. I kind of feel a bit sorry of people who live around here, because this is just an estate, just a normal estate. Here, you see all the numbers on the house and everything. And they've got people like me going down there with cameras, making a racket. It's like one of those sort of seaside towns that you get in the UK, except at the end of it you've got luscious water, not murky brown water with dead bodies in it. I mean, around every street is just this beautiful look to it. There's water everywhere. Imagine if your street didn't have roads outside it, it had water. That was like the way of getting about, is on the boat. It's crazy. You've still got your paths, but rather than a road, you've got water instead. I love it. I love it. I mean, how's he done that then? That's mental. That massive boat just went round that corner like it was nothing. We can't even turn a bus round a corner in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Like that looks a challenge a lot of the time. Just gone round that. Like that's like a handbrake turn, is that, round that corner? Crazy. And here we have one of Venice's most famous bridges, Ponte du Analo. I just butchered that, haven't I? I forgot the name. I just looked before I started filming. I've forgotten it straight away. Either way, I mean, what a bridge. Look at that. Don't know the significance of it. I don't know if there is any significance to it, but it looks pretty incredible. I mean, look at the view down here as well. Absolutely incredible. What a bridge. That seagull just came down and attacked that man, wanted his food. I love that. Even in Venice, the seagulls will still attack you. It's not a British thing. They're evil everywhere. Oh, just look at the bridge, the boats. Oh, what a view. Pretty incredible. Can't even make a joke about it, it's just good. Yeah, it's just decent. There are just too many things to take pictures of. It's physically impossible to be able to like take pictures of everything. So many amazing wiews, particularly at this time of day where the sun's about to set. Golden hour. Everyone's here to take pictures. I mean, look at that, everyone's competing. Everyone's competing for the sunset shot. I mean, you can see there, that's where I just was. The competition for that sunset shot is unbelievable. Everyone stood around there trying to get a good picture. It is a great view in all fairness. Here you can just watch all the boats pass by. What a place. What a place. I'm officially now El Capitano. I'm a captain, it's official. Yes, okay, the hat only cost me €8. Yes, I don't have a licence. But nobody would know. I've got the hat, that's the most important thing. Does it look stupid? Yes. But also I'm now officially able to take charge of a boat, probably. Or is it a plane hat? I don't know. Either way, I'm able to take charge of something. This is what everyone wears in Venice. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm not standing out here, I'm blending in. Definitely not a tourist. So look what we've just found here. A basilica. Basilica di San Marco is what I'm going to call it. I think that's its name, so that's probably the right name to call it. Absolutely massive. Big basilica. They love a basilica in mainland Europe, don't they? Look at it. It's massive. Absolutely massive. And then you've got this down here. Christmas tree, keeping it festive. A tower. Could not tell you what that tower is. And then all the way around here, a square. Huge square. Massive building. And then that. I mean, come on. That isn't too bad, is it? That is not too bad at all. I don't know what they're putting in those buildings. Don't know how many people you got to house in there. No idea what the buildings are, but it's massive. They're just office blocks, is it? I don't know. There's not even that many people in Venice, it's tiny. I mean, I've run out of words for this place. I really have. Just look, it's incredible. We don't have anything close to this really. I mean, we probably do it in London actually, but you don't want to go down to London. I mean, look, even like the detailing of all the people at the top there. Okay, they're missing a few, someone's nicked them, whatever. Flogged them, Antiques Roadshow, but they've kept the others. The detailing of these buildings. These big pillars. I mean, it's pretty impressive. It is pretty impressive. Don't really have any words for it. Usually I come to these places and they would be a bit overrated. You know, they ran down, wouldn't be well looked after. I'd say knock them down. But keep this because this is actually decent. Fair play. Look at the sunset in there behind what looks like another basilica, maybe? I'm guessing here. Maybe that's one we've already seen. Oh, it's filthy. They might not allow this on YouTube. It is absolutely disgusting, but beautiful at the same time. My eyes can't really believe how incredible this area is. I'm trying to take it all in. That's why I've taken the shades off, because I feel like it sort of ruins it a little bit. Puts a tint on it, obviously. But yeah, this is just incredible. And here I am in a sailor's hat. Oh dear. Thankfully we're here for the longest out of probably any of the places that we're going to. So we've got plenty of time to see everything. And we're here just as they turn the lights on the tree as well. Oh, doesn't it look beautiful? Right, I am completely sick to death of how beautiful this place is now. We're going to go check into the hotel. Hopefully this night's going to be as beautiful as the city. See what else we find along the way, but yeah, going to go check into the hotel. I have no idea what this is, but it is incredible. Look at it. I'm guessing it's another sort of basilica or something. Look at the detail. Oh my word. All the little details, all the little faces. The roof. Yeah, it's decent as that. It's decent. I mean, you could argue someone's got too much time on their hands, but it's incredibly made. Beautiful, beautiful architecture. Love all that. Again, this is what I want. This is what I like. I like this stuff. It's a good, solid building, is that. No one's knocking that down anytime soon. We're gonna have to go on one of those gondolas. I think we'll go on it tomorrow. I reckon we've got lots of time tomorrow until about 3 or 4 p.m. and then we'll have to go to the airport again for the next place. I found another one now that looks equally as beautiful as the last one. This is just further down the street. Look at him blowing a trumpet or whatever he's up to. They're just churning out for fun now, aren't they? It's just like, yeah, pop another basilica here. So, yeah, give that one trumpet, give him bagpipes, you know, whatever's going on. Just churn another one out. Just dotting them over all over the place like pubs. Okay, so the hotel's just down the street. I'm praying it's a nice hotel. Hey, look, you're on the website. We'll check in and then we'll get some food. We'll find somewhere to get some food. Somewhere down here, I think. Where is it? Please be somewhere down here. Or is this it here? Yes, this is the place I'm staying. I've just got to put in the code. Look at this for an entrance. Wow. Was not expecting this. It says my room key is supposed to be here, but unless I'm going blind, I can't see it. What an incredible hotel this is. Very unique, as I was expecting. And I think we're right at the end. Look at these beautiful paintings. This one's us. We've got a staircase to go up. Okay, so we've got ourselves a staircase as soon as you walk in. I mean, this is incredible. Okay, let's try and get all this in shot. So through here, God, this is kind of very eerie. Jesus, okay. This is the lounge. Have you seen the roof? Very, very short roof. We're right at the top of this building. Got a TV here. Got your two chairs there, sofa there, table and 2 chairs there. I mean, I said it was a nice place. It does look like you sort of round at your grandparents a little bit, doesn't it? With the decor, but I like that. It's nice. Sort of homely. Some curtains there with a window. I don't know if that's going to actually... No, the shutters are closed. You can't see anything out of that. Just light, isn't it? You don't need light. Forget about it. And in here, I assume, is a bathroom. They like the mirrors here, don't they? Do you think they like to look at themselves? That's Italians for you. Can't get enough of themselves. And that'll be me in there, staring at myself in all of these mirrors. I mean, you can't move for me. It's me. Great. Little soap. Lovely. Yes, this is fantastic news. Some earbuds. I do actually need to clean the old ears. Hairdryer. It works. But most importantly, a bidet! Come on! I've never used a bidet before. I am going to now though. But I do need to check how they work. Do you do your business in the bidet, or do you do your business in the toilet and then go to the bidet afterwards? I think it's the bidet afterwards, I think, but I don't know. So we have to check, because you don't want to get it wrong, do you? Anyway, back through here. That was the lounge. This was the entrance, which was up a staircase. Lovely lights, etc, etc. Hide someone in there probably. And then here we go through into le bedroom, as they say. Yeah, it's pretty grand, pretty gold. And what do we have here? Oh, it's free food. Is that a fortune cookie? It better be. Some sort of cafetiere thing, I don't know, kettle, wardrobe. Can I use it? Can I use it? Can I use... Oh, I thought I broke it for a second. Safe in there. Extra pillar. It's got a light. Oh my word. An old wardrobe with a modern light. That's probably original. I can't close it. Oh, for God's sake. Jesus Christ, I can't afford to break it. I can't afford this thing. Oh, oh God. Oh, I'm just going to leave it. Oh, I don't know what's happened. Nice little sofa there. I thought that was someone's excrement for a second. I thought it was a skid mark. It's not. It's just broken. Just forget about that. This is luxury, okay? Shush. Don't look at that. But yeah, that's something, isn't it? Doesn't quite look as good on camera as it does in person. These are really bright, vivid colours here, which doesn't really show on camera. Bit mental, really, isn't it? Even got one of these to sit on. I think you're supposed to sit on them. I have done. Hang on. No. What? No. Look what I've just found in the wall. Look. Someone has stuffed one of those milk things into the wall. Into one of the beams. They've taken one of these and just shoved it in there. There you go, some of that. How's the cleaner not spotted that? Oh dear. Right, let's open these, see what they are. They better be free. If it's a fortune cookie, I'll be annoyed. I'll actually be annoyed if it's a fortune cookie. Oh, it's not a fortune cookie. It's not even food. Oh, it's a capsule for the cafetiere. Why? Oh, no, I thought it was food. Oh. Anyway, at least the room's nice. I'll tell you now, I'm absolutely knackered. It's only 6:15 as well. Still got to go out and get some food. I am hungry. So far, this place has been incredible. You have to remember that this is like some people's home as well. And you do just see people like walking around doing the day-to-day stuff. Obviously, as tourists like me, treat it like some sort of museum or theme park, you know, looking around, taking pictures of stuff. But it is actually where people live, and you sort of see the streets. It's weird to think like actually people do live here. You know, like I walked past a laundrette just randomly tucked away somewhere, you know, stuff like that. Where you sort of realise, oh yeah, people actually live here. It's not just like a tourism hotspot. It must be very strange to live here, particularly if you didn't grow up here and you sort of move here. Anyway, let's go have some food, for God's sake. Right, just finished up having tea, had another pizza again, 2 nights in a row, but that's fine. It's healthy pizza, it is, it's got tomatoes on it. Compared to the Lyon pizza, I think the toppings were better, because obviously I had a margarita in Lyon, whereas here I actually had some proper toppings on it, so that was better, but I think the base wasn't as good here as in Lyon. So, on the balance of things, it was pretty similar out of 10. The service was like bizarrely quick, like it was almost sort of wrong how quick it was in there. Not quite sure how they managed to get a pizza out so quickly, but it tasted nice. You could tell it was good quality, seemed fairly fresh. A bit disappointed I had some mixed vegetables and it wasn't great. I paid €8 for that, €8. I wanted to get some veg in me, and that's why you should never eat veg, because when you do order it, it turns up like that. And of course tiramisu to finish, my favourite of all the desserts. So overall decent meal, but I'm going to head back now, get a fairly early night because it's been a long day and we've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. So it's about realising that this is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? So I don't need to be doing stuff all the time. I'm going to go back now, just relax for a bit, decompress. Right, okay, so just coming up to 11 PM now, and I've had a shower, been just resting for the night basically. Gonna go to bed now. Lots to do tomorrow. Very excited to see more of Venice. I mean, we came at quite a good time actually, you know, as the sun was setting. It was really nice, but tomorrow we'll be leaving. It looks like in the evening time is when the cheapest flight to leave Venice is. That's looking like a really good destination as well actually after this one. But tomorrow we're going to focus on trying to see as much as possible, and we're going to hopefully try and go on a gondola in the morning as well, which is going to be pretty exciting. So See you in the morning. By the way, this room is definitely more creepy than the one that I stayed in New York. I mean, come on, look at it. Just look at it. Ugh, it's even got the light coming through the door. Morning. Had a pretty good night's sleep last night. Everything went well. Woke up fairly refreshed, etc. Just about to use a B-day for the first time. Done a bit of research on it. Still none the wiser, to be honest. I don't really get it. Apparently you got your own little towels, right? Which you're supposed to use to wipe yourself down, like wipe yourself off afterwards. But then surely everyone's arse has been using them. So do I have to use the same arse towel as everyone else? One thing I didn't realise is you also get a little soap with it as well. So you can sort of soap your arse. Again, I'm a bit confused. I'm going to use one anyway. See what happens. But what if I end up getting like stuff on there? Do you know what I mean? What if I end up dirtying that? Right, so I just used the B-day for the first time. Honestly, it was, what an experience that was. It was like I was playing Twister. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know where to put my legs, my arms, like how am I manoeuvring myself? You know, it was mental. A little bit off-putting that the tap has already turned to hot. Someone's used that. I mean, it's basically a sink for your arse, isn't it? Why aren't we just sat in the sink? I don't know if I feel any cleaner. I feel a bit damp still. I need to use the towel again. I just want to be a bit careful just in case. Also, I realised that last night I was using one of the towels that's supposed to be used for the B-day. I was using that as a hand towel last night, so I don't know, God knows what's on my hand. Gave them an extra wash this morning. Didn't realise they were the B-day towels. Didn't realise that was even a thing, a B-day towel. They don't teach about that in school, do they? Right, and now I have a freshly cleaned arse. Let's go get some breakfast. Okay, just had myself some breakfast. Had an omelette, some pancakes, and a hot chocolate. It was fairly nice, you know, the omelette was okay. I'm not a massive omelette guy, I'm not really sure why I got one, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more from it. I had one once in Poland at the start of the year, which was really nice. This one wasn't as good. Pancakes were decent. Yeah, actually it wasn't. I was a bit disappointed actually thinking about it. Yeah, it filled me up anyway. Now let's try and find a gondola to get on. Pretty sure this, where we're stood here right now, is the Grand Canal. As you can see, looking up there, the bridge that we were on yesterday. I mean, there's got to be one that's a gondola or something. It also seems like bin day here as well. I'm seeing lots of bin men knocking around and taking things on boats and stuff. They even use boats to get the rubbish around. We'll see, I'm going to keep looking. Not going to give up hope, not yet. Okay, so I'm on the gondola. We're just about to go for a little tour round. It's going to be about 2 kilometres apparently. As you can see down there, the famous bridge. This is a really unusual feeling. Feel the boat going side to side. But look at the boat, look at all this. Incredible. I think we're just about to turn around this really tight stretch here, hopefully anyway. It's very peaceful, even though it's quite cold today. It's very peaceful, just slowly going along the river. Look at that, nicely around the corner with ease. And we're going to go under this bridge up here in a second as well. Let's see whether we fit. I assume we will. I hope it's been measured. Look at that, right underneath. Takes a lot of skill to do this. Very impressive. And there we go, underneath the bridge. Presumably they use these mirrors to be able to see what's coming around the corner, just like you sometimes see on a road. You can see why they call this the most beautiful city in the world. Every corner you go around, there's a really fancy bridge, lovely buildings, these boats themselves. Gorgeous. You can see them manoeuvring. I don't know how they're gonna quite get past here. Bit of a traffic jam. As I say, I think they're doing the bins today, so possibly the reason. He's reversing. And I think now we're about to loop back round towards the Grand Canal. As you can see, there's some more boats just ahead of us, which means we're probably coming towards the end, I think, now of the gondola ride. It's been about probably 20 minutes or so, 25. Okay, so just finished my gondola ride. Look, it was nice. It was a really nice experience. I'm glad I did it. It's obviously quite expensive. It's like €90. I thought it was going to be about 80, but it ended up being 90. The only criticism is I think it should be cheaper, because it was clear that I had an apprentice guy who was doing the gondola, and we did crash, you know, 3 or 4 times and had to reverse at one point because we went the wrong way. So it was really nice, it was good, but yeah, it was an apprentice guy doing most of it, being directed by the other guy. And I appreciate, look, they've got to learn at some point, they've got to, you know, take the gondola out and do it at some point to learn the skill to keep this kind of thing going. But it should be at a reduced rate, that's all I'll say, you know. It is a bit expensive if it's just by yourself, but if you're with a group of people then you can share the price out. Yeah, very peaceful, very scenic. It was fun, I had a good time anyway. Gondola ride done. It's flipping freezing now, let me tell you, Jesus. Okay, just checked out, it's now 11 o'clock and we're gonna go head over to the Leonardo da Vinci Museum. So we're gonna go see what that's all about. Did some good stuff, Leonardo da Vinci. He's a polymath. He did stuff, and we'll find out what he did. He did lots of stuff. He was the one that did the Mona Lisa, wasn't he? So he's done painting, sculptures, and other just stuff. Alright, well, let's go have a look. Let's see what he's been up to. David Bowie. One of the most beautiful cities in the world, perhaps the most, but it also stinks of egg. Just Febreze the place. I mean, just drop like a ton of Febreze in the sky and it just let it set on Venice. That's all I'm saying. The place needs a good scrub down, a good clean. A good bit of Febreze used on it as well wouldn't go amiss. Okay, so I've just arrived at the Da Vinci Museum. It's just over there in that direction. But look at where it's brought me out. This is what I mean by Venice and Italian cities in general. It'll just casually throw you at some like ridiculously incredible buildings. I mean, look, there's this lovely building here, but then look, just casually, just that. Yeah, we'll just throw a building like that there. Don't mind me. Oh, what about this here as well? Yeah. Brilliant. None of this was on the map, and yeah, there's just these buildings just casually sat here. That's Italy for you, isn't it? Anyway, let's go inside the museum now. That's a bit bigger than the real thing. It's about 10 times as big as the real thing. You don't need to go to see the real thing now. I mean, that's like a bigger and better version of it just outside here, just casually. Better than the original. Inside the museum, found it again. It's got all the information about it and all that. It's nice to be able to be in reaching distance, you know. I don't want to get picky about things, but it does feel a bit patchy, a bit blotchy. Need to maybe go over that again, a bit smoother maybe. Didn't Jake Paul box him? The Last Supper, I think that one is. Did Da Vinci do that one as well? He was a busy bloke, wasn't he? I didn't realise he did this one as well. That's a pretty good one, that. Just everyone having a buffet at someone's gaff. I tell you, they don't make them like they used to do, though. Look. You won't get any of that nowadays, would you? Everyone's too busy TikToking. This here is one of his machines, I think. You're not supposed to touch things at museums usually, but I'm pretty sure this is why it's an interactive museum. I think you're supposed to touch things. I think. I don't actually know. I touched it now. Okay, maybe it's not that interactive then. Apparently it's a flying machine. You're not getting very far with that, I don't think. Look at the wings on that. You don't get off the ground with that, are you? Okay, just left the museum. Yeah, it was alright. It was fine. It was okay. Best part was probably the gift shop. Didn't get anything, mainly because there was a notebook there. 22 euros. Stickers, €4.50 for about 5 stickers. Sat and watched a little film for 10 minutes. That was pretty good. That was probably the best bit. Bit disappointing actually. Let's move on. Okay, just had lunch. I decided to go with pasta this time round, not another pizza. It was okay. I was the only person in the restaurant, which was quite surprising really, because I went there because it had good reviews online. It's like 4.7 stars out of 5 online, so I was expecting it to be really good. And it was kind of just like, yeah, it was fine, you know, reasonably priced. Portion sizes were a little bit on the smaller side. It didn't look that fancy, let's face it, you know, just had a bit of pasta. The food's been okay here. It's been okay. Been hit and miss, I think. I've left some room for ice cream. I didn't have dessert, so I was tempted to have a tiramisu, but didn't bother. So got some space in the stomach for gelato later on. I think now I'm going to head into this museum with some like paintings in there. It's supposed to be like 60 paintings or something in here, so we'll go have a look, see what it's all about. They look pretty nice. These paintings are absolutely massive. You're going to need like a step ladder to get up there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Let's make a smaller one, because you're not fitting that in the front room, are you? We've got potholes in here, look. We've fallen down about 3 of them already. The problem with this one is, I mean, if you move house, right, how are you going to find another doorway that's exactly the same size? Look, you're not taking that with you, are you? That's there for life now. You're not putting that in the removal van. I mean, why make one round a door? Do you need to do that? I've never looked at one of my doorways and thought, do you know what I need? I need a 10-foot painting above it. Just look at these paintings here. On both the walls and the ceiling. I mean, that is crazy. Wow. I mean, how are you supposed to take all that in? It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, it does get a bit much, isn't it? If you fill your house up full of like just paintings, It's like the hotel I stayed at, there was just mirrors. I think they've overdone it a little bit. The whole point of a painting is you're supposed to have that like one piece in the house that, you know, you gravitate towards. There's more than one piece, isn't there? Can't move for it. They even give you mirrors as well for you to be able to pick up, so you can look at things in the mirror. I think I'll just use my neck. That's what it's there for. I mean, the detailing is kind of crazy. It's just ridiculous. Like, what? Why as well? You just wonder, like, what was going on in this person's head. Right, just finished inside that museum. Wow, what a place. Very special place, but it's so grand and it's so mental in there. How are you ever supposed to take it all in properly? You know, we just don't have anything close to that people make nowadays, you know, with the detailing, and it's just such a spectacle. There's so much of it. Too much of it, maybe. Probably. It was good. It was good. Killed an hour. Okay, just sat down for a bit of a rest and to eat some of my ice cream. There was a lot more than that before, but I've eaten most of it. Got raspberry and chocolate. Decent combination. I think the best combination, by the way, for anybody wondering. Incredible, absolutely fantastic. Real pieces of raspberry, beautiful, beautiful stuff. That's the food to be eaten in this weather condition, isn't it? Get some ice cream down you. You got to though. You're in Italy. You got to eat ice cream. It's just so much better here. They do have an ice rink just over there with people skating around, but I don't fancy breaking a leg. Nah. Okay, it's time to get towards the end of our little trip to Venice. We'll be having to head to the airport soon. I'm just going to gradually walk towards the bus stop. Not going to get the boat this time. We're just going to get the bus. We're pretty much doing everything I wanted to do now. So yeah, we will be going to our next destination soon. I've been looking last night as to what the cheapest flight is today, and it's a pretty good one. The cheapest flight today is £52. So from that you could probably figure out we are still going to be in Europe. We're not going to be flying, you know, to New York. Right, I've arrived at Venice Airport. That's it for Venice now. We are on to our next place, which is going to be, for £52, Paris. That is the next place we're going to. It is the cheapest flight leaving here, Venice, in a few hours. I am here a bit early, to be honest. I'm just going to relax for a bit because I'm knackered. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode in Paris. We've got a lot to do. I need to go up the Eiffel Tower because I didn't do it last time. See you then. Goodbye. Honestly, I think this is the least enjoyable tourist attraction I've ever done. It is so windy.